the second verse, second shloka in Shiva Sankalpa Sutta. Let us make a point to chant this every day, whether we understand or not. 6 stanzas, 6 verses. Let us make it a habit. We have been chanting many things. I tell you, even without knowing the meaning, understanding its vastness, even if you can chant this on regular basis, it will have its impact on our mind. Let us do it. Yena karma anyapaso manishino yagne krunvanti vidhateshu dhiraha yada purvam yat kshamantam prajanam tanme mana shiva sankalpamastu. Tanme mana Shiva Sankalpamastu. Yagna Krunmanti. We have seen the Yagna in the fire in Manipura. Before going to the next word, Dhira, in English it is jealousy. Jealousy doesn't make any meaning connected to Manipura. But Kannada is a wonderful language. It identifies or gives the meaning for jealousy as Hotte Kichu. Hope all of us know this word, is it? I don't know what other languages say about Hotte Kichu. See, the Hotte is definitely the region of Manipura. Kichu is fire. That fire, doing yagna in that fire, have a negative impact. So we know that Kichu. All of us are one way or other jealous on something else. And Kannada is another beautiful word. Asuye and Hotte Kichu. Asuye is not Hotte Kichu. There's a small difference between it. I envy you for that. That means you appreciate that quality of someone, and I wish I should have it. To express that, we use the word asuye. To explain in Kannada, Nim maga PUC tagondro marks nodidre nange asuye untagutte. That asuye, good. It's a very positive. Asuye is a positive yagna there. That becomes Hotte Kichu, it becomes opposite. See, even that fire in Manipura recognized while forming a word. Maybe similar words, maybe also in other languages, I don't know. Jealousy is English word. If you take other Indian languages, I don't know, because I may have a fair idea about other languages, not that deep as I have in Kannada and Telugu. Kadupu manta. Telugu, right? Am I right? Kadupu manta.
In Hindi, it is Jalna, again fire.
Wonderful. Okay. So all languages accept it. There is a fire. That fire, what you use is negatively when you are jealous. So fire accepted. Now, we should use that fire. We all know. I am not talking something new. Is it not that fire needs air for it to flame? If you light a lamp and close it with a, it will go away because it doesn't get the. So the fire and the air both are connected. The fire cannot be there without the air. So you can manage that fire with the air only. If you blow it more, it will put off. There is no air, it will also put off. The proper supply of air to the flame, you can see its beauty. That is the yagna. Yagna in Krunvanti. That yagna we are talking about, that yagna which makes us our mind to expand. Come out of its limitation with gross, right? So there is a connection between the intestines and the mind. It is said that the gut, the intestine, is referred, I don't know, maybe you are aware of that, as brain of the brain. Wonderful. Today we know that. If you know today it's new term for you, yes, it is today you know it. The intestine, gut, is the brain of the brain. So once again it proves there is a need to ignite. There is a need to do yagna with vayu. So we know that it's the life force, prana. By doing this, it starts properly flow into all the nadis. Nadis are the power centers. Some are physical, some are even not physical, settled. Sushumna nadi is a settled nadi. You don't find any tube there. Ida Pingala, you know. Sushumna nadi is the place where the Kundalini passes. If anybody thinks it's a spinal cord in the center, but the spinal fluid is there, that's wrong. That is not Sushumna nadi. It is subtle. It has no any physical thing. Now, Yagnam Kurunanti. Dhiraha. Dhira also means one who has patience. Yes. Same thing I spoke now. You should have patience. Understand that inner yagna, whatever we start today, or we started yesterday, it bear fruits over some time. It is not instantaneous. I start today, next week my mind become expansive. No, sorry. It's a practice. But definitely it does bear fruits. And the Dhira is one who does unconditional offering to the Agni residing in the Mani. The next word we see is Manishi in that shloka. Is it not so? Yena karmanya paso manishino. What is this manishi? Manishi means not just human being. Manishi. One who has self-control. One who is determined towards practice. One who doesn't allow the mind to get distracted and always consistently follows the meditation directions given by his master. And Dhira also is one. Sorry, Manishi. Manishi. It's also one. Wherever possible, he maintains a particular time for the practice. It's always good. Why time? Why not any time I can do? Nothing wrong. Is there any specific reason, cause for asking us to find time? Only a particular time? Why not? You can do anytime you want, but one particular time is needed for sadhana. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Because the purpose of any sadhana is, any spiritual sadhana is to transcend the time and space. So the minimum requirement is that one should at least stick to a particular time, so that he is attached to that particular time, which he want to transcend over a period of time. So time is also one of the factors one should use it for sadhana. So that when the time is fixed, what happens? One is today, tomorrow, day after, or after a few years. Sadhana is to transcend time. And that gives discipline to the mind. Tanme mana Shiva Sankalpamastu. Tanme mana. Oh, my mind. Let my mind offer. Mind is not only Manasu, it's Antakarana. After performing the yagna in the fire, having performed the yagna in the fire, always dwell in the auspicious thoughts. Naturally. And it also ever always increase obedience in the self. Tanme manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. After performing the yagna in the fire, my mind always dwell in the auspicious thoughts of ever increasing obedience in the self, in the Atma. And may my mind attain supremacy in all aspects. Tanme mana Shiva Sankalpamastu. Attain supremacy in all aspects is what? Expansion. Let it expand. Yesterday we understood the capacity of the expansion of the mind beyond the space. If anything that expands, if anything that is subtler than space, is Antakarana. Look, how grateful we should be to that divinity who has given us that Antakarana. To a human being, think for a while. How much we should be grateful to that divinity, that universal consciousness, that universal or cosmic energy, which has blessed us with that Antakarana, which is subtler than space, subtler, expansive, much more than that space which we have within ourselves. How much we are blessed.